Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is African Rebel. Please, if you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to hit the like button, and always please share your comments. So in this video I want to show you guys, or thanks to Fahad and some of you who gave us the opinion of sharing our watch list before the week. Alright, so I want to share with you guys my watch list. I'm going to share crypto, BTC precisely. I'm going to share some currencies and my volatility index uh, watch list. So without wasting much of our time, let's get started. So this is our volatility index chart, and this you can see this is load layout, which is we have our watch list here. So for the week we'll be looking at volatility 75 1s index, the spot, and then volatility 100 s, which is also the spot of 100 index, and volatility 100 itself. So we'll be looking at three of them for volatility index. And for the currency and other markets, like I said, we'll be looking at BTC. You can see them here. We'll be looking at BTC, we'll be looking at gold, we'll be looking at GBP USD for our currency pair, and US 30. So let's read the directional bias for these guys, and we know what to do or what to expect for the week. So this is volatility 75 1s, right? And this is our daily time frame. Like you all know, we always start from the daily and we move further to the down to the lower time frames to understand more. Alright, but this because we are reading directional bias, some of these stop on the daily, the directional bias is already clear, or I can go further to the 4 hour or the 1 hour. Alright, so on the 24 hour for like 75 one is what do we have? We will have to look for the current impulse and the current correction, or the current chart pattern we can see on the market, so that we can understand what to look, right? So this is my current swings, right? I have these swings. Let me make it lighter. I have these swings to be the current swings and the current impulses. This particular one, then we are having this running channel to the downside. And you all know that when we have a run channel, it is a reversal pattern. So clearly from the daily, we are anticipating volatility 75 1s to kick up, of which is already doing that. Synthetic index always trade over the weekend, so it's always moving. So we are anticipating volatility 75 1s to approach this trend line here. It's very close though, but we're anticipating it to come here. And since it's a reversal pattern, we are also anticipating while the 75 one is to break above and then come to the 90% of the trend line, which is right here. It's my tools. Hope my tools are visible enough. So we're anticipating this for volatility 75 1s on the daily. So let's go to the 4 hour to see, maybe we should look for something before we look at the buys or something. The buys are it's almost close to where it's supposed to be. Last weekend we was looking to sell from here, and then it was a win. Those of you in the community, you can testify to that. So now it's already going up, so we're anticipating when it approaches here, then we can look for what to do, or listen to the market to know exactly what to do. So this is the structure we have on volatility 75 1s. And let's go to volatility 100 1s. Please, if you have opinions, if you have your own views, if you have your own opinions, you can always write in the comment section below, like I earlier said. So for last week we had this structure, and it's still valid because we are yet to approach the third touch of this one, right? For volatility 100 1s. Those of you in the community, in our premium community, you can also testify. We had this structure, we had that structure. So let's stay on the 4 hour instead of stressing to the 24 hour, because I think when I was looking at this pair last week or last weekend, on the 24 hour it was too much of noise. That's why I came down to the 4 hour. So like I said, current impulse and current correction, right? So I was having this guy to be my highest point of the correction, and I was having this to be the lowest point of the correction I was having. And it was I connected these two swings, 1 2, so we're anticipating the third touch. And I also connected, or we connect this one, so we're having this expanding structure, right? And we are stuck in this this level. we're stuck in this level right now. So anticipating the market to still come down to this third touch before we look for a possible buy scenario to our third touch on this trend line. Then we can know what to do further, right? Now, like I always tell you guys, it's the current structure that shows you what's going on in the market or what will happen immediately, right? So on the current structure, we have what? We have this impulse, right? And then we're having these swings right now. So that is on the current structure. So on the current structure, I will have this one connected like this, 1 2, and I'll have 1 2 connected. So on the current structure, let's take this out so that we can make our chart more clean. So we know we're anticipating from this 1 2 trend line, we know we're anticipating a third touch here, right? And also from this price pattern we are getting, which is like drop down, push, push, we're anticipating a third touch here. Then we can anticipate a continuation, which will bring us back to our third touch before we look for buys to these ends. So this is for volatility 101s index. Please, like I said, you can always share your opinion in the comment section, and if you want to be part of our premium community, just look a link in the description below to contact us for proper mentorship. All right, so this is what we have for volatility 101s for next week. We're anticipating this guy to reject from this place, then we can short it and target our trend line here for the third touch before we look to buy for to this guy. So the final thing on volatility index is going to be 75 1s. Sorry, the 75 index. We did 75 1s before the 75. We did 75 1s first. So this is the 75 index. Let's go to higher time frame because we're looking directions, right? If we're looking for entries, then we'll be on the lower time frame. Because on lower time frame, you get entry faster. So this is the 4 hour. If we can see things on the 4 hour, we look to relate ourselves down to the lower one, which is to a higher one, which is 24. Alright, so this is the 4 hour. I'm sure you already can see these things. Once you see them, you can see them. So on the 4 hour, I want to have this as my lowest point and this as my highest point. Like you already know, those of you that have followed me very well, you know now where I'm looking at to be my impulse and correction, right? So you can connect these two swing 1 2, right? And we can connect this 1 2. So clearly we can see why the market is shooting up. We are looking for a third touch here, then we can drop further because we have impulse from above, then we are having these swings. So we go like this, then we look to short for continuation. So this is for volatility 75 index. Those of you who like to scalp or who are wanting to scalp, you can go down your lower time frames to look for entries here, buys and sells before you can get here. But when we get here, try to sell with us. So this is for volatility index. Let's go to the forex market. This is GPUSD. That's the number one thing we have right here, and we are clearly on the daily time frame for forex market. And for other of this, we are going to stick keenly on the daily. Is it nice, or we should go a little bit? All right, let's stick on the daily. Now let's go to the 4 hour. Let's go to the 4 hour because sometimes to the daily is too like it's gonna wait a lot of time before it plays, right? So this is the 4 hour, right? And the current impulse, current correction, this is an impulse to the downside, and we are having these swings like this, and we came here and we drop right now, right? So that this path I just draw or I drew just now is showing me that we are having a current impulse from here, and we are having this as a little bit of correction right now, right? So instead of me using the whole of this, I love to use the current one because the current one tells you what will happen immediately on the market. So I'll connect those two, and then I have an anticipation ray here because this one is the current market, and if I'm to put a trend line there, it's not going to make sense because the market has not confirmed any structure to me. So when it does its thing with interacting with this low, I will know where to fix my trend line. So if I'm looking at GPUSD on this particular time frame, I'll still be looking to sell further to come to this low and take liquidity before I can look to buys. Alright, before I can look for the buys. So those of you that don't understand liquidity, you can also look in the link in the description below so that you can come for proper mentorship, and we'll show you how all of these things are being done in the market. So for GPUSD, what I'm anticipating is something like this for us to take the low and then look to buy because we need a third touch on our trend line, and then that time I can be able to connect this guy like this as an expanding kind of structure. It makes a lot of sense. Think about it. So the next pair on our list is what? We have gold. Right? Let's go at gold. I think I did analysis with my student yesterday, and we still have it on the chart. I think we were on the 1 hour. Yeah, we're on the 1 hour. So let's go to the 1 hour, and then I'll explain this analysis for gold. So let's go to the 1 hour. So this is the 1 hour. Like I tell you, current correction, current impulse is what you look when you are in the market, right? So if I open good very well on the 1 hour, what is the current impulse and current correction? This is a current impulse. This was a correction. This started, expand, running to the downside. So we're anticipating the third one here. You understand? We're anticipating the market to come up for the third touch on the trend line so that we can tell if it will break or not. Already you can see gold rejecting from that low. So we can connect this 1, 2, 3. So we already know that here we have to look to buy gold so that we can take it to the third touch of this. Then whatever happens here, we know if we are to keep buying or just drop down. So this is simply directional bias of gold. We're already rejecting, so we're looking to buy unless we get counter confirmations that requires us to sell. That's only when we can look to sell gold. But for now, what we have based on chart patterns, based on our reading, we're looking to buy gold. So the next thing on our chart is Bitcoin. BTC. What do we have on BTC? BTC is at 23,000. So current impulse, current correction. Alright. Current impulse, current correction on BTC is clear. It's very easy. Always easy to spot. This is always a thing or another. So this is impulse. This is our correction, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and anticipating the third one. So anticipating BTC to drop to the third touch and hopefully continue to downs because we are having this impulse. We had it back here. We have second touch. We are now at another touch here. So maybe BTC will come here and still bounce back, but if it doesn't, it's supposed to just continue to the downside because it's supposed to be this is a continuation pattern, right? It's like a bearish flag, though it's expanding a little bit to the downside. So this is a continuation pattern. So looking BTC to drop, and another confluence that BTC will drop currently on the chart is that the coin pattern there is a running channel to the upside. You see clearly. So that pattern tells us that BTC have to come down. BTC have to drop. So this is our anticipation for BTC. We're looking for sales. Why is it that almost all the market are selling? But anyways, it's good wherever it goes to. That's why we are price action traders, right? Wherever the market faces, we make money. So this is US30, which is our final thing on this video currently. Whoa, US30 respected us the last time like crazy. Alright. So this is US30, right? And this is the 1 hour. So for our current structure, US30 is funny. For our current structure, I want us to have something from here. 1, 2, 3, right? And from this end we have this. That there are things, if you are for those of you in our community, you understand what we talk about, impulsive corrections, right? So if you see these things, you know why I marked from that level. So, and if you want to understand what all of these things are, look in the link and come for mentorship. Alright, so you can see US30 clearly. We don't have to say a lot of English. We're anticipating to go up, right? So thanks for watching. I am African Rebel. Please subscribe to our channel, turn on the notification bell so that whenever we drop content you can get them. I'm signing out.